Hello students, today we are going to discuss about the interior of the earth and our today's topic is the structure of the earth. The meaning of the structure of the earth is here we are going to discuss about that what are the materials are present inside of the earth and how we can divide this earth structure. Now you can see if I will cut the earth from its center, we will find some layers are present. All the things are not same or all the materials are not same in the interior of the earth. That's why we have given different names. The outer part, it's known as crust. The inner part, it is mantle. And you see the pink and reddish area, that is the core area. We have divided the core. One is the molten stage. Another one is the solid inner core. So today we are going to discuss about this structure only. We are simply dividing the structure of the earth in the crust, mantle and the core. Now let's see about the earth's crust. It is the outermost layer of the earth which has a very thin as compared to other layers. It is the most thinnest layer and it is the outermost part of the earth's surface, like where we are staying or where we are standing. That is actually the crust. It is very much brittle in nature. The thickness of the crust varies in the ocean areas as well as in the continental areas. The crust portion is present under the ocean also, like under the sea water also it is present, as well as it is present where we are standing, that is the continental areas. But the density or actually the thickness of both this coastal earth or the continental areas are different. Always we have seen that the oceanic crust is less thick. The thickness of the oceanic crust is 5 kilometer and the mean thickness of the continental crust is 30 kilometer. Altogether the average thickness of both is almost 35 kilometers. The continental crust is thicker in some areas. The continental crust is more thicker in some areas where we can see the mountains are present. Normally continental crust having an average thickness 30 kilometer, but it is much thicker in some areas where you can see the different mountain system like the Himalayan mountain system or Alps, and all these mountain systems are present. In case of the oceanic crust, we have seen that basalt rock is present and the density of the oceanic crust is 2.7 gram per cubic centimeter. You need to learn these digits. Now in case of the particular boundary, suppose the next phase is mantle, so in between the crust and mantle there is a sudden change of the earth, like earthquake wave velocity is present. So it shows that there is some difference between this crust and mantle. So in between crust and mantle we are saying that there is a discontinuity is there. The meaning of the discontinuity, that means suddenly suppose a particular type of the density or particular thickness of the rocks are present and suddenly you have find a change occur. So this is we are calling discontinuity, and this continuity is known as Mohorovicic discontinuity. So in between the crust and the mantle which discontinuity is present, that is called that means the junction between both, that is the Mohorovicic discontinuity. Now see the mantle. Below the Mohorovicic discontinuity or below the core we are having the mantle. You can see it is written Moho discontinuity to a depth of the 2900 kilometer. It is the stretch of the mantle. Now in case of the mantle, after mantle only we can see the core. Now the upper portion of the mantle is known as asthenosphere. The most important source, that is magma, that is we can see in this surface during the volcanic eruption. Now the crust and the upper part of the mantle, it's called only the lithosphere. The thickness almost ranges from 10 to 200 kilometer. The lower mantle beyond the asthenosphere is in a solid state. Now the core. Now again there will be a change of the structure in between the mantle and the core, and this is known as Gutenberg discontinuity. The discontinuity present between the mantle and the core, it's called Gutenberg discontinuity. Now the core mantle boundary is located at the depth of 2900 kilometer. That is only the Gutenberg discontinuity. Now in case of the core, we are divided the core into two parts. One is the outer core, another one is the inner core. The outer core is always in a liquid state and the inner core is always in a solid state. The density of the material at the mantle core is around 5 gram per cubic centimeter. The core is made up of very heavy materials that is made with nickel and iron. And with the initials of this nickel and iron, we know iron is called as a ferrous. So sometimes we are telling this core it is Nife, Nife, Ni for nickel and Fe for ferrous, that represents the iron. So this is the structure of the earth surface. Now you can see this picture, this diagram you need to draw also. You see the last stage, that is a solid and liquid, it is a core. You can find it is written inner core and the outer core. Then you can see the mantle, the next phase where you can see the asthenosphere is written, and above the mantle it is the crust. Now you can see the blue color, that is the oceanic part of the crust, and where you can see the mountain, that is a continental part of the crust. For today this much only. Thank you so much.